Welcome, everyone, to the November 7th, 2022 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you again for being here. I'm Barb Lewis, President. To my right is fellow Commissioner Jeff Benton, Vice President. To my left, fellow Commissioner Gary Merrill, our Assistant Administrator Dawn Houston, our clerks Jennifer Walraven and Sarah DeNovo. We can begin.
Resolution number 22-970 in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held November 3rd, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-970. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment today. That brings us to item number 3. Resolution number 22-971 in the matter of approving purchase orders and now certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 1104 and memo transfers in batch number MT APR 1104.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-971. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-972, in the matter of approving the 2022 Local Agricultural Easement Purchase Program Cooperative Agreement between the Ohio Department of Agriculture and the Delaware County Commissioners.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Rebecca Longsmith, Delaware Soil and Water. This is just agreement for our 2022 application that's already in process. No changes from previous years.
Okay. Any questions? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-972. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye. Oh, sorry.
Mrs. Lewis?
I'll answer for you.
Okay, you answer for me if you would.
In behalf of Commissioner Lewis, I say aye.
3 ayes, okay. Item number 5, resolution.
We're just on top of things. Go ahead. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Resolution number 22-973, in the matter of accepting a donation from Ohio First Responder Grants in support of the Delaware County 911 Department.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Patrick Brandt,
Discussion,
911
sorry.
Director. What you have before you is a $2,500 donation that was submitted to our office for the support of COCO. And Mr. Smith, we thank him as a county resident as well.
Okay. Any comments? Vote,
Just to-
please.
Vote on motion 22-973. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye. While you're there, do you have any update on the cell charges for 911 or
On the,
increasing what, from 25?
oh,
or-
the wireless,
Yeah.
it's stuck down at the house. It's stuck in Congress, or in the Ohio House. It has not made it out of the House. It's set, they're hoping to do something lame duck, but we don't know. So unfortunately, my guess is we'll see it again next year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Vote,
Item
please.
number 6, resolution number 22-974, in the matter of approving a drainage maintenance petition and a ditch maintenance assessment for Mave Meadows.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Lee Bowden, our engineer's office. Mave Meadows, as you may recall, is 35 buildable lots by Pulte, and it's off Cheshire and Piatt's Road in Berlin Township. The amount of the petition is $376,133. This has been reviewed by all necessary and required agencies, and we would recommend your approval.
Questions, comments? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-974. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-975, in the matter of approving the plats of subdivision for Berlin Manor Section 2, Mave Meadows, and Woodcrest Crossing Section 5.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, Mave Meadows was discussed on the aforementioned resolution, so I won't be redundant. Berlin Manor, number 2, is located off of Lackey Old State between Cheshire and Berlin Station Roads in Berlin Township, and it's 33 or so buildable lots. Woodcrest Crossings, Section 5, is 45 buildable lots. It's a subdivision located between Hyatt's Road and Clarkshaw, and it's just west of Sawmill Parkway in Liberty Township. These 3 plats have been reviewed by all necessary agencies, and all that was required was recommended to us and hence recommended to you for approval.
Okay, questions, comments? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-975. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-976, in the matter of approving right-of-way work permit summary sheet.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
3 simple utility permits, standard, nothing out of the ordinary to report.
Okay, vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-976. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-977, in the matter of establishing a maintenance bond for Woodcrest Crossing Section 4.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, this is to establish the one-year maintenance bond in the amount of $84,700 with MI Homes for the roadways and improvements associated with Woodcrest Crossing Section 4. We would recommend your approval.
Okay, questions, comments? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-977. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Lee.
Thanks, Lee.
Resolution number 22-978, in the matter of approving a transfer of appropriation for the clerk of courts.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Good morning, Natalie Fravel, Delaware County Clerk of Courts. Due to a 10 to 15% increase in our cost of goods in the legal division of the clerk's office, we're asking for a transfer appropriation from our services and charges account to our materials and supplies.
Okay, vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-978. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We do have another business item today, but I don't know if the
Natalie.
board wishes to hold off on
Thank
that till after executive session, or if you want to act now. So,
No, Eric.
Eric is not here yet. We are expecting our counsel in a
Okay.
little bit, if we would like to hold off.
I think I know enough that we could move forward on it based on what I know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, resolution number 22-979. In the matter of approving and authorizing Commissioner Lewis to execute a construction loan application to the Ohio Water Development Authority for the OECC Headworks and Aeration Upgrades Project.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yeah.
Vote.
Well, I'd like a couple comments.
Sure.
In Eric's absence and Tiffany's absence, this is a bond application of the OWDA that the sewer district is making to fund the OECC improvements in actually all 3 phases. I know I worked on it a lot with Tiffany and Joe Crea from Raftellus, our financial advisor, and they've concluded that the OWDA is the better financing alternative. It's quite a bit lower rate, but it is not prepayable, which is the one trade-off you have with the OWDA versus bond financing in the open market. But it's quite a bit lower rate, and it is rate than market-based bond financing would be, and it's still an overall low rate, despite the rates having gone up recently. And our district should remain AAA. Our council just walked in, so he may want, we're just discussing the other business item. So if you have comments that you would like to add.
That's on the matter of approving and authorizing me to execute a construction loan application to the Ohio Water Development Authority for the OECC Headworks and Aeration Upgrades Project.
Yes, Eric Hostetler. This was presented last Friday for signature, and they were unaware that it would require board approval. So they're ready to submit this today, and this resolution just authorizes Commissioner Lewis to execute that application. Once the application is approved, there will be additional documents to come before the board for approval.
Okay. Okay, any other questions?
Yeah, I was just going through the rationale and the financial research that was done behind the scenes to make sure that this is an attractive financing package, and it is. And so I support it. And we will maintain very strong fiscal standards in our sewer district and be able to
Right.
fund this project.
Won't affect our AAA
Shouldn't.
bond. Yeah. Okay. Any other comments? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-979. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Brings us to administrator reports.
And I have nothing to report today.
All right. Commissioner Merrill.
Yes, first of all, we had our course board meeting Friday, and it went very well, and very productive meeting. Commissioner Lewis and I were at the Veterans Parade yesterday, and Natalie was here earlier. I know she helped work it as well. If she was still here, I would maybe have her comment on it. But I thought the crowd was pretty good going through the city, and it's always great to see our community support the veterans in our community, and they did it again this year, and it was well organized by Margot and others. And tomorrow, don't forget to vote if you've not done so already. It's extremely important election, and as they all are, and it's our way to indicate how we believe our country should move forward. So with that, I'm done.
Commissioner Benton.
Just a couple other things. Speaking of Veterans Day, that is Friday technically, and there is a Veterans Day breakfast, as per usual. That is always, again, nice way of honoring our vets, and that's at the fairgrounds in the Ag Center building.
Bless you.
And OWU Economic Forecast Forum is tonight. The Sunbury Big Walnut annual meeting is also this week. Tomorrow?
No, it's Wednesday, I believe it's
Wednesday,
Wednesday, yeah.
And as Commissioner Merrill mentioned, Gary and I were in the parade, and it was, quite a crowd too. Watching the parade, everybody's always so gracious, but there was a luncheon beforehand at our ag building, and in talking with some of the veterans there and their families, they were so impressed with the location, and also there was so much donated. Wendy's donated chili, Cheryl's cookies, 300 cookies, and then people made cookies. As you can imagine, a lot of people ate many cookies, and
I interpret that you must have had one or two.
I think I did. Yeah, my stomach later on. Anyway, but I mean, everybody, it was really great with the vets there, and they just to be able to
Yeah.
honor them.
And we were behind the Liberty Township float.
We were.
So
Do you want to tell them what was on it?
No, I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
But I would like to thank our driver, Lee Lehman.
Yes.
Was the
Yes.
driver of the vehicle that Commissioner Lewis and I were both in, and appreciated his willingness to do that, and really enjoyed getting acquainted with him.
Right. He was a great driver with the stops and the starts.
He got us there safely and back.
He did. And, there were various veterans honored, and it was a great day. And of course, the weather really cooperated, which is great. And again, thanks to Margot Michaels, who really organizes it with her committee. As you said, Natalie Fravel was our clerk of courts.
I saw Lisa Keller
on the
there.
committee.
I know there was
Lisa
Cindy Miller, I
Keller.
believe, might have been there as well.
Oh, and Mayor Carolyn
Yeah,
Kay,
yeah.
of course, was there, and she had decorated the fences with American flags. So it was a great day for our vets. And that is all I have. We do have executive
We
session.
do have need for executive today. Resolution number 22-980, in the matter of adjourning into executive session for confidential information related to economic development.
Second.
Discussion vote.
Vote on motion 22-980. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
All right.
We are now recessed into executive session.